The suspect in a multi-county killing spree has been denied bond. Authorities arrested Adam Mercado last week. He's charged with 3 different murders, 1 in Charlotte, 2 in Monroe. All 3 happened in the span of just hours.
And this isn't Mercado's first run-in with police. WBTV has been digging deeper into his criminal past. Just over a week ago, in fact, a judge sentenced him in a different case completely. Our investigative reporter, David Hodges, he's been going through all the court records on this over the years, and he joins us here in studio.
So, David, the big question is, in that other case, what were those charges and why wasn't he in jail if he pleaded guilty?
It's one of those situations in which you serve as much time in jail prior to being sentenced as you get when you end up being sentenced. So in this particular case, where he was just sentenced October 30th, he pleaded guilty to first-degree misdemeanor trespass and also a misdemeanor for resisting a public officer. Combined, that was about 105 days he was sentenced to, but he had already been in prison and jail for the entire length of that sentence. So the second a judge sentenced him, he was basically free to go.
Let me ask you about, you've done a lot of reporting here on Irena's Law, which recently passed, supposed to impose some stiffer restrictions on people with a criminal past. Should that law or could that law have made a difference in this case?
It doesn't appear to have made a difference or would have made a difference in the case where he was just sentenced. And that's because nothing he was charged with was a violent felony. Now, I think something that would make a difference possibly is having a better look at the probation and parole records, which are not public in North Carolina. He had already been picked up for a violation of parole in this situation, but because those are not public in North Carolina, we don't even really know what we're looking at. So there's just a long way to go in trying to get stiffer restrictions for these types of situations.
So much conversation about what Irena's Law ultimately would and would not do. We're still figuring out what types of cases it would actually apply to here.
It doesn't appear that this would be one of them, even though it's such a tragic situation on the back end.
Absolutely. David, thank you.